Hi everybody, it's Mike Newton in the fitting studio here at Lytham Golf Academy. Today I've got a head-to-head here for you with two really popular irons here in terms of the Titleist AP2 against the new Ping i200 iron. Okay, so we're going to give these a little head-to-head test here. Obviously talk a little bit about the AP2 here. It's a forged head, obviously a very classic sort of club, a little bit of forgiveness there with that cavity in the back. Obviously a very popular iron on tour, but also for club golfers as well. Ping i200, it's fairly new on the market. Very nice sort of look. It's a really nice sort of finish on it. Again, small cavity at the back. So both these irons are sort of aimed for that, maybe that sort of mid to low handicap golfer who's looking for that neater look, but maybe more consistent numbers on the spin. And we'll have a look at a little bit of that using our GC2 here. So these are both 7 irons we've got here. The Titleist is actually 34 degrees of loft, which is a very true loft for a 7 iron. Obviously a lot of these brands are getting a little bit stronger, hitting near that 30 mark. Probably more the game improvement irons, to be fair, but this is obviously aimed at more of the better player really. The Ping i200 iron is 33 degrees of loft for a 7 iron. So the Ping is 1 degree stronger than the Titleist here. So we'll obviously take that into account and maybe just see how the numbers sort of compare. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Ping. We'll hit battery shots of that, move on to the Titleist, and then we'll check out some numbers. Okay, so we're going to start with the Ping i200 here. So I'm quite a big fan of the Ping i200. I have done a review on this iron already, which is on my channel. I'll probably put a link up here for you to go and check that out. But I really like the look of it. I've really liked some numbers that it's been producing. It's fairly good on the ball speed here, so it'll be very interesting to see how this stacks up against the Titleist. Obviously, the Titleist is a very traditional iron. It's very sort of compact, neat, forged. So maybe not an iron that's really promoted to be like quick on ball speed. They don't really sort of get very techy on their sort of technology they're offering basically. So be interested to see, but definitely seeing a slightly larger profile here, mainly from the heel to the toe of the Ping. Okay, we'll give this one a hit. I've got both of these in dynamic gold S300 shafts here. It's a good strike. Nice flight. Again, another good strike there. Does feel quite easy to sort of pick up and away, does the Ping.
So here's the third shot with the Ping. Again, nice straight shot, really nice strike there, to be honest. That was just carrying out at about 176.
Okay, so we're just going to hit one more with a Ping. Yeah, really like the feel of that. As I say, I'm a big fan of that. It does look good. It's very pleasing to my eye. I love the finish on that Ping have done with this i200. And it does feel good. Now, obviously this isn't forged here, so the Titleist is forged, so possibly going to feel a softer feel with the Titleist, but having said that, that doesn't feel harsh. It feels quite soft to me, to be honest. Obviously there's some elastomer insert in the back there, which helps a little bit with sound and feel, but it does feel good. Okay, so we're going to swap over to AP2. We'll hit some shots with that one. Right, so now I've got the Titleist AP2 in our hands. This is the 716 AP2, so obviously the very current one. Definitely seeing a slightly more compact head shape here. Definitely from the heel to the toe, a lot more squat in its position there. But a very nice looking iron. It is a very classic sort of looking golf club. Very clean lines. Does look good. Okay, let's give this one a hit. Yeah, nice straight shot. Little bit low in the face that one, but good flight on it. Does feel soft. I sort of just mentioned before, the Ping does feel pretty soft for a non-forged iron, but you can tell when you're hitting a forged, that does feel really soft. Does feel good. Now obviously this is 34 degrees in loft. This is a 7 iron, so it's 1 degree weaker than the Ping. Yeah, that feels really nice. Again, looks a little bit of a higher flight. We'll have a look at some launch launch angles in a bit. It does look slightly higher. Okay, nice straight golf shots though. Good strike, little bit pulley that one, but good strike.
So here's the fourth shot with the Titleist again, another really nice straight iron. Didn't quite get hold of this one. This was a little bit low heel, so it's probably just dropped off a little bit on distance here. Yeah, 158 carry.
Okay, so there's the AP2 hit. Both irons feel good. Definitely see a slightly softer feel at AP2, but let's go and check some numbers out and see if there's any differences on that launch, spin and maybe distance.
Okay, so just looking at some numbers here. So obviously got the ping, Titleist, so clubhead speed, very, very similar. Ball speed, a touch quick with the Titleist, but not much in it at all. Launch angle, a touch lower actually with the Titleist there. The ping just launched a little bit higher. This is the big difference here, is the spin. See, the ping was quite a low spin, to be honest, at 4,500. Okay, the Titleist there at 7,100. So, you know, this is probably going to create more yardage, and as you can probably see, it does. So it carries out 174. Titleist down at 163. So there's a bit of a difference there on distance, but you know, same ball speed, or if anything, slightly quicker with the Titleist. Yeah, it's a lot lower on the distance number, purely because it's spinning at 7,000. So possibly spinning a little bit high. I mean, the first one was a bit of a high one, to be honest, but and the last one was a little bit high, so it's just probably pumped that number up a little bit. But it's spinning maybe at a spin rate that the better player would probably want, you know, in terms of when it's landing into a hard green in the summer or into the tight flag tucked behind a bunker, it's going to want to stop. That's possibly not obviously going to stop as quick, but you are gaining a little bit more sort of distance. So it's maybe down to what you really want personally out of an iron.
Right then, so there we have it. Little head-to-head between two very popular irons, Titleist AP2 against the Ping i200. So as I say, both really good looking irons. The Ping's just that slightly larger profile on the head, which might give you a little bit more sort of confidence possibly. But if you do like that sort of neat, compact look, that forged head, that very clean, classic look, then AP2 is a really good iron to have a little look at. Now, obviously, looking at numbers there, there's fairly similar on the club head speed. The ball speed was very similar. Launch was very similar. Big difference in that spin, though. Very interesting, that. As I say, you know, I probably prefer that little bit of a higher spin. It wasn't the longest iron, to be honest, the AP2. You know, but you know, generally I'd get my 7 iron around that 170 into the 170s for that sort of loft, really. But I generally do spin the ball a little bit lower, so the Titleist was probably a better spin number there, but a little bit more distance obviously with Ping. So as I said before, you've got to really make your mind up here what you really is more of a priority for you. Is it the distance or is it that little bit of control? Okay, that's maybe one for you to go and sort of make your mind up yourself. Go and get fit, go and try these. Obviously there's a lot of different shaft options here available for both these brands. So really need to go and hook up with a good fitter or somewhere, or like us down here at Lytham Golf Academy. We've got all the lie angles, all the lengths, all the shafts, and we can really do an accurate fit. Okay, hope you found this video interesting. Please do subscribe. Really appreciate you hitting the subscribe button and trying to grow the subscribers. If you do like the video, please share it around with your friends as well. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll hopefully catch up very soon.